technical difficulties happen all the time in this life. You gotta be ready for it. Look, y'all, I wanted to give y'all this information real quick because look like we headed down a lot of bad pathways, wrong roads, one-way dead-end streets, all kind of stuff going on, right? And if I don't get this information out, well, it'll be on me. So that's why I do these videos. It's off me, it's on you. If you do something with it, you do something with it. If you don't, you don't. That's on you. I'm not gonna be holding the bag for you. I'm gonna get it off me, put it on you. But look, listen to this video, this live, to the whole thing. Don't just stop. Don't just stop watching right at the beginning. You don't hear what you want to hear. Listen to this whole thing, because right now some things are happening will affect you directly. If you don't know how to maneuver around it, it's going to affect you directly. And here's what's going on. Before I get started, make sure you hit the description area after this video live post. After it finishes, my Rumble page is there. Go join us over there. I'm gonna be populating some other stuff over there. So let's get to it. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. As soon as a few more people get in here, we'll get going. But we're gonna be talking about how to manifest disaster. I said it. Yep, because that's exactly what huge portions of the populace are doing right now in specific countries. We'll go over which countries. We'll go over exactly what's incoming and why it's incoming. It's real simple, 1, 2, 3 kind of analogy, but it looks very complex. It looks like there's nothing you can do about it kind of thing. So my job is to let those who will hear that there is something you can do about it. But if you don't do nothing about it, therein lies the problem too. That's the situation. So we'll get started. Anybody that joins in on the end or whatever can listen to the playback. I'm not going to draw this out very long, but it was on my thoughts. So when it comes on my thoughts, I'll put it out there, give it to you, punch you in the face with it, hit you in the chest, whatever it takes. So what's going on is this. The title says, my thumbnail title is a foreign language. Really? That's interesting. I had no idea. I never changed anything. And I didn't type it in a foreign language. Unless my VPN is somehow converting stuff I type over to a foreign language. Do you know which language it is so I can decipher what's going on? That's very interesting. I did a live the other day and nobody said anything about that, so that's pretty interesting. I see it in English. Okay, that's what's up. Let me keep moving. That's good news. Thank you for that. Okay, so check this out, y'all. For the few of y'all that are here, y'all got front row VIP seats to what I'm about to say. Hit that like, hit the subscribe if you haven't. But check this out. The title I put on is Manifesting Disaster 101. If you want to stop the flow of things that's been built up over hundreds of years to get it to flow like that, you got to put in some work. You got to put a lot of concrete in that dam to stop that water, okay? And if you are the beings or entities that are looking to control people further, because that's the only monetization level that you can achieve higher than where you're at now, because if now is redundant, it's like boring to you, and just having printed money and billions and yachts isn't enough, okay? The problem is these people that control things, they bored now, literally, like the end game. Okay, for us, we're like seeing titles on YouTube, the end game, and it's like, that don't sound good. What's the end? Okay, the end game for them is we're tired with this system. It's business as usual. We don't like it no more. We want to change the colors. We want to change the script, cast members. Let's change some stuff. Let's make this exciting for us again. So that's what they do. Y'all think I'm joking. This is how they think. How is it that things that you used to think were the American way are now not. How did it get like that? They said, oh, the people started seeing different things, and you can only see things that you're being shown. And you can only accept those things that you're being shown because you believe or think that that's for you to receive as a suggestion. If you don't know no better, then you just assume it's just the normal course of business and the normal day, and okay, I'll just receive it because it's a great movie and wow, it's really exciting. A horror flick, an action flick, shoot them in the head flick, all these different flicks, they keep flicking at you and you don't flick it back. It builds up in you so that you can manifest things that they want to be on the streets with you. Why? Because they can't control all these people. The only way they can do it is to manipulate your thoughts in such a way where you're self-controlling yourself to their catering of how they want you to see or be in life. So like if I want to control a whole bunch of people and I need them to some degree so I can have some people to step on, so I can have some people that are below me, you're below me. If I want to keep this imagery up for myself and keep feeling like a high horse, like I'm on a high horse, then I have to control all these people by keep having more babies. I have to control all these people. One of the components is I got to get in their mind. I got to make it to where they manifest the disasters for themselves. Who would ever do anything? Who sits around, think like me and you sit around like, yo, light bill's due today. Gotta go take care of that. So the lights down. Oh, gonna need some food in the house. Refrigerator getting empty. You know what I'm saying? I need gas in the car. Whatever it is. Okay. In their thinking, it's, how do we get the people to incriminate themselves? Matter of fact, how do we get them to arrest themselves and lock themselves up in the jail? There's too many of them. We can't handle all this, but we can't let them know that. We can't let them know it's only 700 police officers dealing with 2 million people in the city. And, it's obvious they have the upper hand, but we can't let them know that. Keep slapping them traffic tickets on them, keep arresting them, false imprisonment, whatever we got to do. So the story on the street is, be scared of the police. They gonna shoot you. They just shooting folk. This means they're losing control. But anyway, back to the title, Manifest Disaster 101. This is your basic level schooling on how they use brainwashing, predictive programming, and a whole bunch of other methods they got terminologies for to control the masses. So right now, the impending disasters in certain regions of the world is actually being caused by all of the people in those regions that now believe this is the way things will go. That's how you manifest disaster. So if you break it down for your life, how do you get disastrous situations in life occurring all the time? We all have some type of disaster in life, but some people have it way more often than others. You can't keep it all out, but you can eliminate a large percentage of it that you would usually have to deal with by taking the right countermeasures to prevent or mediate some of that. So what they got everybody doing in America for sure, politics, okay? More concerned about who's going to be in the winner circle than where am I going to buy groceries from. Then they got you scared of food scarcity, food insecurity. Then they coming up, you're going to lose your job. Then the dollar going to collapse. Then it's civil war. Then Trump said this, so all these people about to do that. Then Biden said this, and all his people about to do that. Ooh, it's going to be doom and gloom on the streets everywhere. People going to be murder crating everybody all the time. This is going to be mass chaos. Well, something precedes all of that before it can happen. What would that be? The accumulated thoughts of all the participants in that region. That's how it happens. Look, if you pay all them fools, no, never mind, Absolutely nothing that they are projecting to the public would go anywhere because ain't nobody even thinking about it. They could sit there, say a nuclear missile about to land right on top of your house, and ain't nobody worried about it. Ain't nobody worried about it. You ain't creating no energy for that to actually even happen. But how they get things to happen on their behalf is to make it be you and me who participates in making it happen. Why? So at the end of the day, when something does happen and they squish people closer together for more control, get you moving out of Cali to Texas, get you moving out of Texas to Georgia, and then all the other areas they making bad, everybody running out and running somewhere else cheaper and a little better. That's all a part of the grand scheme of things. That's part of the plan. To make sure that people actually, one, participate in the disaster opportunity. It's opportunity for them for more control. And then two, to make you the fall guy for the disaster. Yep, all y'all went out on shopping sprees and racking up them credit cards. That's why the America 31 trillion in the hole. No, it's been in the hole since they left the gold standard, even prior to Nixon exiting off the gold standard in what, 1970 or 71 or something. Prior to that, 1933, the Federal Reserve Act. That's when most of this started. Back then, right at the Great Depression era. Why did it happen at that same time? Because that's the opportunity that got created. What they did was got everybody stoked real high on the American dream, and then and on purpose, at a certain time, pulled the rug out from everybody. Why you do that? They drew more people in from the countryside and from the farm life, and they gave up that lifestyle of producing stuff to come into the cities to get rich quick, like everybody's getting rich on the stock market, buying cars and houses, got banks loaning them money and all this stuff going on, okay? And then give up that production model life, what was it, some type of terminology they used to use, Argonian economy or something economy, like agricultural economy, to the now consumption economy we're in now, or in America that's prevalent, okay? So once the plan was hatched, which was in advance, they do all of these in advance. If it's 100-year cycle of events, that was planned maybe 20, 30, 40 years in advance, sometime longer. Don't think that none of this stuff just happens because, ooh-wee, them Democrats, ooh-wee, them Republicans. That's all the horse and pony show. That's the Kentucky Derby. That's to keep you looking over here while they about to pull the rug out over there. And then turn around and blame it on you. Yeah, see, that's why we got to raise taxes. Because you mismanaged your household debt. Now we're all jacked up. Or you voted for this person and they jacked the economy. It's always going to be the same version of the same thing while everybody thinking it's going to be a different outcome. Ludicrous to believe that. Ludicrous to follow in that manner, thinking that things are going to get better because you vote for a person that's going to change. Ain't none of them people in most governments thinking nothing about making the people come up. Unless you're in a third world country, now they see what works, so they're trying to help the people come up. But eventually, too much power lead to more controls lead to more misery, and then more misery lead to more disaster. That's how that works. So if you want to short circuit that effect, here's the solution. I'm always having a solution in there. Ain't no sense doing a live information show about some information and then no solution, just leave you hanging on the edge of the cliff like, ooh, that was dope information. Now let me go stand in the line and put a blindfold on with the rest of the folks and wait for my turn to get shot. You know what I'm saying? That don't make no sense. So, solution is your narrative. Stop paying attention to all the stuff they make you feel based on your previous programming that's in there. They make you feel like you should be paying attention to. Well, this concerns me. I got to watch out for this because if I don't know this information, I don't know which way just a hot second, go in zero dark 30 mode and just for maybe 30 days, don't do nothing. Don't think nothing about this stuff. Don't regurgitate none of it. Don't just take fast. Fast from yourself for 30 days. You ain't even got the food fast. You can thought fast too. You know what I'm saying? Do that. So we can get underway with the new stuff. Okay? So that's part of the regimen to fix the problem for yourself. You can't fix everybody's issue. It's too many folk going in too many different directions with too many beliefs, with too many things going on that, from A to Z, it's all kind of stuff going on. Fix you, that person. Because if you don't work on you first, ain't nothing else going on. If you're not bettering you first, ain't nothing else gonna get no better. Now, I didn't mean better yourself by go get your nails did or go get some new rims on your car. I'm not even talking about that kind of superficial, exterior, facade kind of stuff. I'm talking about the like I said before on another lie, the inner work on self. How do you counter the disastrous, the disastrous nature of what's brewing out there? You see the people in the background. Y'all will be amused, but hold on, let me finish, okay? You can say hi real quick.
Hello.
Okay, let me finish. So, how do you counter this stuff? One, don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Stop worrying about what they stocking up, they doing this and they doing. Do what you're gonna do, but stop worrying about it. Two, take a breather. From 3 months ago till now, I mean, according to most YouTube channels right now, the nuclear war was supposed to already have happened. Planes was in the air, nukes was on the way, everybody's on standby, somebody's fingers hoovering over the button. We ain't even supposed to be here no more. From some years ago, one of the 20,000 meteors that was supposed to strike Earth never did yet. 2000, the Y2K, the whole world was supposed to explode. Why would I care? Because at that precise moment when it did explode, that's a wrap. So what am I running and hiding and prepping for at that point? And before that, there was a whole bunch of the oil embargo in the 1970s. Everything, people waiting in gas lines all the way around the corner, wrapped around the universe trying to get some gas in their car. Couldn't. Everything was supposed to be done there too, right? We still here. So that's what I'm saying. All of the time and energy used to create all this disastrous stuff should be used to create the positive desired stuff that you want. If you're not working on that stuff, you're actually manifesting disastrous stuff. If it don't come directly to your front door and knock on your door and like, yo, what's up, G? Open the door. If it don't do that, if it doesn't do that, it's still building up momentum between all of the minds that are thinking these thoughts. It's growing and building and reshaping the environment around everybody. That's why it takes a little while to manifest, because it takes matter a little longer to materialize when everybody's thoughts are not centrally located and precisely detailed to the same details at the same time. That's why things are looking a little crazy out there with different things popping off in different places, because the disaster thinking is widespread. The narrative for where they want to take people is widespread, because they're grabbing people out of all these different categories, simultaneously trying to keep everybody off balance all at the same time. So if you think about what's really going on around the world, you can't even do that because you're not physically there. You're having to take the cue from media or YouTube as to what's going on. So right here on the streets of Vietnam, in a certain city that I'm in, I can show you exactly what's going on. These people don't care about no nuclear war. They don't care about what's going on in Taiwan. Taiwan like 5 hours away, up the street. You know what I'm saying? They don't care nothing about that. They ain't. Though, what if a war break out over there where you at? It happened before, Vietnam War. It is what it is. Everybody just do what you do. Do what you do, baby. We're going to take care of this in just a minute. Hang on, y'all, for one commercial break. Hang on. What is it you want? I can't keep. Okay, 10 more minutes. Go in the room. Lay down. I'll be right here. Yeah. All right, take this. I'll make it in just a minute. All right, that was the word from our sponsor. This sponsor's been with us for about almost 5 years. Underwrites a lot of the activities here. Sponsors initials start with a B, you know, for baby. So had to take a commercial time out for that. And I'm back live with you in living color. This is Major Gardner, News 101. Disaster is the topic tonight. Caller, you say what? I'm just messing with you. But I'm back for a hot second. But I gotta go tend to this curly haired one here in just a minute. She's like, Daddy, I want you. So I can't keep doing this forever. Gotta end it pretty soon. But visualize what I'm saying, what's playing out, how they're shaping and forming all of the frequency and the energy to produce something in a tangible form on the street, because they know the science behind manifestation. They know the science behind the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, and that's why you're constantly being bombarded with things that you think are just the American way or the European way or the Japanese way or whatever. You're constantly being bombarded with the idea that life is kind of like this through the movies. Life is like this kind of through the music. Life is like this kind of through books you read or things that you have been suggested to view, okay? If you seek out your own suggestions, what it is you feel like you want to do, then go get the information on that, then regurgitate that, then play that around your universe, your thought realm all the time. You'll start getting the outcomes that are associated with that particular line item. If you don't do that and you leave everything up for happen chance, it just happens that by chance you're going to be on somebody else's narrative. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. All right? That's just how it works. That's the law of it. When you follow information a certain way, and then it's almost like, so you're actually channeling. A lot of people are like, oh, that's that new age stuff, Major, watch out. I don't care what you want to, y'all know I don't care about these words. English, tainted English was the only thing we can use to communicate with. So you're actually channeling energies, beings, and situations to occur in and around your environment by not intentionally thinking how you want your life to be a certain way. Because if through suggestion from others you take a stance, now your environment has to line up with the stance that you took. It don't work no other way. You're like, why am I always not getting what I want? Why is everything always backfiring on me? Why I try to start something good and it end up bad? Why I always get a jacked up boyfriend, always tripping crazy? It's because you ain't putting in there what you need to have. You just going with the flow and taking whatever comes. Matter of fact, it may even be worse than that. Something that you was programmed with as a child or through your family or whatever is under there operating. It's under the surface. The information is operating on your behalf. You believe that's how it works, even though you don't express it with your mouth or actually physically do it. Somewhere in your blueprint, in your data bank somewhere, is this information that you saw over and over and over again. It could be a DNA transfer. That's what they call a family curse. Ain't no curse. That stuff can be transmitted through your DNA. Whatever your parents was into when they was into it, They transmit that through your DNA. It's an upload you get. So if you don't know that information, you struggle with problems your whole life trying to figure out what it is and pay psychologists all kind of money to sit there and go, now tell me about your family life. Tell me about your person. All that stuff's going on. But the underlying residual cause might be a sentence that your subconscious is believing you believe. That's the truth. So its job is now to make the truth perform itself in your life. So if you don't find out the problem areas to eliminate the disasters or to reduce them significantly, they're going to keep playing out for you. They're going to keep creating outcomes for you, and they're going to keep making your life a living hell for you. You say, hell on earth, yeah? Because you ain't nobody been to hell and came back and been like, yo man, it's hot down there. I need to take an ice pack next time. Ain't nobody been down there, whatever down there is. You assume that hell is down because somebody suggested that to you. And you assume that heaven is up because somebody suggested that to you. Ain't nobody you ever known, will ever know, or ever go find in all of humanity gonna say, I've been to heaven and I'm here to tell you this is what I saw. It's a nice fur rug over there in the West Wing. Ain't nobody, come on, it ain't happened. It ain't an actual place, physicality wise. Heaven's a state of mind, and so is hell. Because some people experience levels of what you would consider hellish conditions right here in the same flesh and bone and skin that you got. So how is that not already hell? You say, no, it's forever, ever suffering major. And I read the text, okay? I read the text. Somebody else suggested there's not even an author's name to the text. Can't even go find out who wrote the text. Can't even go find out who compiled all the books of the text or where all the books of the text came from unless you do some extra investigation into the whereabouts of where all this stuff came from. And then when you go down that rabbit hole, you find out it's a whole bunch of participants moving, grooving, and doing stuff to control the minds of the people so that they always have the upper hand and you always have the lower echelon effects playing out on you. The best slaves to have are ones who don't know they even slaves. Go figure that out. You got keys to success right there. So you got to start getting past where you at right now in order to go somewhere else in what they call the future. Your future is the now you're in right now. Nothing before or after exists. It's only right now. So whatever position you're in right now occurred from your subconscious making it like that for you. So don't sit around struggling day and night with, dang, how I get in this position, how I don't know how to get out. I'm caught in a trap. Dun, 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 dun. I can't walk out. That's an old Elvis song, right? You caught in a trap and can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Some of y'all love being in this disastrous position too much, baby. It's time to move on. It's time to elevate. It's time to move like till the wheels fall off. Go in the direction you need to go in or want to go in. Stop following the crowds. The crowd will be yelling, oh, fire, fire, and then they'll just start running. Run right up into the fire. Or forget that it's not really the fire that kills you because you can see where that's at. It's really the smoke. That's why they always say, where there's smoke, there's fire. That's because you see smoke. Sometimes you running from the fire, the heat, but the smoke toxicity is what's going to kill you the quickest. Most people that died in a household fire don't even get touched by the fire. Ain't got a burn on. Smoke asphyxiation. They die from smoke inhalation. And so the thing that you think will hurt the most isn't the thing that kills you necessarily, but people run that direction. You know, so you can't be one of those people. You shouldn't be one of those people. So if any of this is making any sense to you, let me know in the comments. I'm about to end this up so I can get in here with the little one, but I just want to drop a couple of bars in regards to this disaster, how to create disaster, how to manifest disaster 101. This is how you do it, by continually doing what I just talked about, other than the solution part in the first part of this live. So, just know that everything that you visualize on a regular basis, that you audibly hear, and that you suggest or receive the suggestion. Here, I'm gonna do this quick analogy. How many people that don't like heavy metal music go find that station on the radio and turn it on full blast and listen to it all day? Or how many people that don't like rap music go find that station and turn it on and blast it all day and don't even like it? Absolutely none. So then why would you then listen to a bunch of suggestions on a regular basis that don't make anything in your life beneficial? Why would you do that? Why would you turn to that channel? Why would you receive that frequency? Okay? That's the whole point. Don't be a receiver of the frequencies, the energy, or the sound and the visuals that you don't want. Now, if you just want disaster to come to your front door, and you want bad things to come to your front door, like middle of the night, boom, 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 boom. Who is it? This is disaster, and I also have negativity with me. What you don't want is on his way too. Can you open the door? What you gonna do? Oh yeah, I made tea and crumpets for y'all. Come on in. Well, that's what most people are doing. You don't even realize that's what you're doing. You're like, yeah, disaster comes in. I got the love seat for you. You can sit right there, partner. And what I don't want, shoot, you can have my easy chair, okay? Disaster, shoot, I got this, the great chair, with the lion's head behind it and all the mantle and all my, so that you can sit right there. We can have a good conversation. This is going to be a great night. This is going to propel me much further now. You ain't gonna did that. When disaster come in your front door, you be like, oh shoot, no, oh no, I'm running, I'm going this way, exit stage left, Pink Panther. Yep, I'm out of here. When what I don't want come, you be like, ooh, that tastes bad, that's nasty, I ain't eating that, right? So you have to disseminate information the same way. That's all I'm getting to. You shouldn't be letting nothing in you don't like, that you don't want to occur. And then you should be letting everything in that you want, that you desire. You should have a regimen of desirable, ongoing, desirable, intentional looking stuff playing out in your home, in your car, in your earbuds, if you're gonna wear them, wherever you got information streaming through. This should be, that's the opportune moment. You should like plan it out. That's why I say you gotta take a break, find yourself. You should have like a lesson plan. You write up, okay, every morning before I go to work, I don't care if you got a job, you work 12 hours a day, you can still do this stuff, okay? Every morning before I go to work, before I stop at Mickey D's and get me an egg McMuffin with cheese, and you gotta stop that too, but I'm just saying, and my cup of joe, and smoke, get a pack of cigarettes from this. Before I do all that, I'm going to memorize 3 sentences that are positive to me, like, wow, I'm gonna have a great day today. 2, this is the greatest opportunity in my life, right here, right now, and I'm in it to win it. 3, just make up stuff at random. That's what I'm doing right now. Whoa, I don't care what happened today as long as it's the great stuff I want to happen. You keep doing that over and over and over. Yep, bad gonna come to you. Your subconscious gonna be like, no, that's not the belief you gave me, and I'm gonna do something to you, like make the phone ring,
then you have a flat tire. I'm gonna give you all kind of reasons to get off of that thinking and get back on the old, so you can keep the old environment intact. That's what I'm here for as your subconscious. That's your devil. That's your devil, your subconscious. You created it that way. So in order to get past that, you have to do it long enough and accept those things and not get off of your path that you created until the subconscious starts going, oh, okay, it's like that, huh? Oh, okay, that's the new thing? Oh, I see. You done bought new stuff. You out here doing it every day. You know, you going this way. We used to go that way. And every time I try to turn you back to the old way, you keep going the new way. That's what's going on. And your conscience be like, show you right. That's what's happening, partner. Okay? Then your subconscious after a minute be like, okay, I accept it. I'm with you. Whatever you need, I got you. Now it can jump on a new pattern. That's why they say it takes at least 30 days to create new habits, because you have to beat the subconscious and all the programs that was already back there operating. You got to make the subconscious change to the new narrative. It's going to give you a lot of resistance first. And then that's what makes people quit. I mean, that stuff don't work. Make you tripping. He's smoking. Whatever it is, give me some. It's all for good. He tripping. No, it works. You have to do it long enough. You got to be in it to win it. You got to be like, okay, if it takes 2 years, I'm going to keep duking this out till this work. You got to have that type of mindset so your subconscious know it ain't playing with no, I wasn't going to say a street word, ain't playing with no P-O-N-K, or excuse me, that's how we pronounce it, P-U-N-K, excuse me. For those who are grammatically correct, P-U-N-K, okay? So, in the hood, P-O-N-K, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, your subconscious has to accept the fact from your conscious mind, your front mind, that, yo, this the new game in town, this the new sheriff, and he or she is not taking no prisoners. It's shoot to kill, so I better comply. Once you get to that level, things start to present themselves as your thoughts are displaying them or projecting them into the environment. This is the part that now makes you go, yo, whatever Major was smoking, that's the good stuff right there. He's smoking positivity right there. That's how it works, y'all. I mean, for real. Like, I can't even talk about a whole bunch of other stuff because you gotta get your mind right, Tony. Gotta get this right first. Then all this other stuff, how to be a MacGyver. If you're old enough, you know who MacGyver is. If you're not, you're gonna be like, Major, what language are you talking again? I'm talking crazy English, but MacGyver's an old TV show. Go look it up, go Google it. And just know that Google is not a name. Google's an actual number. I don't know if you knew that. Nothing they do is by chance, like, oh, Google, where'd they get that crazy name from? It's a number, it's a computation, it's mathematics. That's how things keep carrying out day to day operations with us. We just see stuff, symbols, signs, and things, signs and wonders, and we're like, yeah, I've seen that before. It was in a movie somewhere. Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, I can't remember, Tomb Raider or something, I don't know, I saw it somewhere, it's okay. They know that that's what your mind gonna do. You'll be like, I've seen it before. It's predictive programming. So, to get outside, I gave y'all the recipe, the solution right there. If you don't remember none of this video is short enough, you can play it back, so I'm gonna end it right now. But normally towards the end of my lives, that's when the content seems to come out. So those who keep, get to the message, hurry up, I ain't got time, don't even watch my stuff then. I don't even really care, because if you ain't willing to invest an hour to get the right information from somebody who's doing it, then you ain't got nothing else to do but be negative. So don't even stop here, just keep it moving, shawty, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, everything that we do has an effect. From what you think about yourself, how you think about yourself, and also how you think other people think about you. That should be the last thing. That shouldn't even be a thing, but it is. Sometimes that's people's first thing. So we're out of order in so many areas. This is why we get the effect of the life that you may be living that may be non-desirable for you right now. So this is why I talk. This is why I do what I do. I don't sell books right now. I don't do seminars and have people come into them so we can help people straighten out their lives. But each little piece of info that you can get that can get you elevated from my lives, go piece it all together. Get the concept working in your life. Do the thing. It worked. I'm telling you what the problem is. You the problem. You're also the solution. Ain't no government governing the mental. Governments, that's all they're there for, is to govern the mental status of the people. Gonna help you get out of nothing. Gonna help you get into more stuff that you need help getting out of, but they ain't gonna help you get out of nothing. Stop sourcing there. All your deities ain't gonna help you. Mentally, they might keep you focused on some good excerpts here and there that you can memorize to pull yourself out of the mud, to get you motivated, get you back on track. But the help ain't gonna never physically show up and do nothing for you. Everything works through people, and when people ain't working, nothing's works. And if only a couple of minds are working, then those are the only things that's working. If those minds are demented, that's the only state or condition you'll get, because that's what they're going to transmit, and everybody going to regurgitate it, and then it's going to be like this. Yo, man, can't wait till this day is over. I'm tired of being at this job, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. Like, instead of that, I'd be like, yo, I got a job. This could be my ticket out of here. All I have to do is stop shucking and jiving, stack up these little chips and turn them into some bigger chips, doing a little investment flip and make that thing compound interest itself for a minute, and in a hot second, I might have a little something to work with. Instead of, oh man, I'm tired, man. Yeah, bruh. Yeah, man, I'm tired of what, and they ain't got no solution. You should be tired of not having no solutions, is what you need to be tired of. Need to be tired of being tired. Need to be tired of doing the same dumb things over and over and over again. They're like the movie Dumb and Dumber. How much dumb could there be on the planet? With a movie called Dumb and Dumber. These are questions you should ask yourself why they even make this stuff and suggest it to you that it exists. Because that's what they think of you. Think you dumb and she dumber for hooking up with you. You know what I'm saying? So that's the fake reality they got out there. The real one is yet to be found by you. You should be in search. You should be constantly seeking out yourself. How do you do that? Keep asking yourself questions. Yourself will go get the answer and bring it to you. Some people might say that's God. You use whatever terminology you need to use on your level to understand or comprehend or digest what it is you need to digest so that you can keep your show moving. I'm not going to compete with people who God is, what God is. Is it he? Is it she? Is it this? Is it that? Is it, you know why? Because it's a conversation that will never end in any type of forward-moving productivity. I mean, I can have my opinions. I can have my facts. Ain't nobody listening. If that's their belief, that's their belief. Trying to change people to make them conform to something that you conform to is ridiculous. The proof is in the pudding.
You remember Bill Cosby used to talk about the jello, the pudding?
That was Mr. Dad. They ruined that man. I ain't saying he a angel or nothing, but nah, that was a witch hunt and then some. Yeah, that's a part of the playbook too. They know how to play these things. It always happens that way. Like 60 years later, when you 90 years old, 50 women come out and, he did this to me. So you waited 40 years to say something when you was at all them celebrity parties, partying and drinking and pilling and doing all this stuff by yourself, knowing what was going to happen. But hey, we can get money now, and I'm getting a little broke too. So, yo, girls, let's get together. Let's get the dream team together, and that's how that stuff get played, y'all. But there again, distraction. Distraction. Stay on task. Let's get our minds right. And then after that, sky's the limit. Sky is the limit, y'all. All right, so I'm gonna upload this video on Rumble. I did it earlier today. It's kind of drawn out. It's about an hour. Talks about some of these same things, but a little different conversation. It gives some vivid details on actually one event that I actually did this on a long time ago that manifested what it manifested. So the link will be in the description. You'll probably check that one out tomorrow. I'll post it. It'll upload sometime tonight or whatever. It'll be on the Rumble channel. Groovy, anybody got any questions for me before I get up out of here? Let's see. Y'all ain't commenting too much. What going on? Sue Jones said, even the Bible says we are what we think. It's just I mean, that's one of the facts in there. Like, there are some facts in there, but that's exactly how that works. You can't even, watch this, I'm gonna tell you something that's crazy. Somebody's arguing with me, let's say about what I might say about God or something, or a certain deity or whatever. And then I'll say, but without your mind accepting any information, that thing doesn't exist. That person, that place, none of that exists. Just like there's a river right over here you ain't never seen before. To you, it doesn't exist, and it never will, and you will never have access to it until you come over here and see for yourself, touch it, feel it, smell it, swim in it, jump in it, ride a boat in it, jet ski, all that stuff, and experience it yourself. From experience, you gain knowledge, knowing. The difference between knowing and believing is like the jump from one side of the Grand Canyon to the other with one leap. That's how impossible that is. That's the chasm that you would have to go across. That's how far the spread is from knowing and believing. Do yourself a favor. Go look up the definition of belief. Go look up the definition of knowing or knowledge, and you'll see the differences thereof. That's why even in the Bible, Proverbs 4:7, it says, with all thy getting, get knowledge and understanding. Okay, what that's trying to say is get knowledge, get experience. Do you think reading a book is knowledge? No, because nothing you read is being applied. Knowledge comes from doing the experience. Intellectual reading and memorization of items comes from doing just that. Two different worlds. You know, is the water hot or cold when you look at it with your eyes in the ocean? You don't know until you jump in. You ain't gonna know. Somebody can tell you it's cold. They cold-blooded. Somebody, or they hot-blooded. Somebody can tell you it's hot because they cold-blooded. But until you jump in, it ain't nothing. It don't exist. Same thing with the religious stuff. And you got to get to the source of that. That's a whole ugly, all up in the miry clay kind of discussion. Sticky, icky, gooey, ooey kind of. I really don't have time for all that. Find myself first, then let's move. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. I appreciate everybody that's on here. What's this? Badina, baby. I want to check this out real quick because I want to see. I saw y'all talking back and forth. Miss E is in the moderation zone. Should be plugging. Let's see. I've seen this method with good intention do the reverse, but if it's a problem for you, I will disconnect and focus on what I want to manifest without further comment. So, I don't get, but Badina BB says she's seen this method with good intention do the reverse. There again, she says exactly what she hasn't done, which is experience it. So everybody's journey is not everybody else's journey. Everybody's journey is their journey. So you can't see somebody else's thing and go, that's what it's gonna be for me too. If you do that, that's the same difference as, oh, then why ain't everybody rich? You see a lot of wealthy people on TV and stuff, but you ain't getting rich until you go experience something with it. So that's how that works, y'all. I see what the problem was, and with that, everybody else good, everybody else groovy. That's what's up. All right, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. Appreciate y'all hanging out with me this late for this long. Just keep keep hitting the subscription thing because they keep deleting y'all subscriptions and stuff, and keep liking the videos so the algorithm will do something. Appreciate all of y'all. Till the next one. I hope this helps somebody out there. Until the next video, next live. This is Major with no jive. Headed back to the beehive. I had to come up with something to rhyme. But y'all, appreciate y'all. Peace. And talk to y'all on the next. Peace.